It is a beautiful fall day outside, so I'm grilling up some chicken. And I have a couple of keto recipes that incorporate this chicken that I want to share with you. There's a special way that I marinate the chicken, so I'm going to show you how that's done in this video. The first recipe I'm going to show you is an easy Verde chicken enchilada recipe. This is a freezer meal, so you can make up two and save one for later. And the second one is a blueberry chicken salad with a keto green goddess dressing. So keep watching to see how I meal prep all these yummy grilled chicken recipes on this month's edition of Eat Keto With Me. So first I'm going to show you how to make the chicken. The chicken I get is chicken thighs. I find that they're more flavorful. I love the dark meat, probably because it's a little bit higher in fat content, so they don't dry out like a breast meat would. And so I get the skinless, boneless kind, and then in a plastic bag, I'm going to add my chicken, and then I'm going to make my marinade. And the marinade that I use is not my own creation. I got it from Cosette's Kitchen. She has an Instagram. She also has a website. She is a Lebanese recipe developer. And so this is her recipe. It's a garlic sauce it's just garlic and avocado oil, and it makes the best marinade in the world. And I actually use this as like a salad dressing too. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's just pure garlic flavor. And so I put about like a quarter to a half cup in here, and then add probably like a half teaspoon of lemon juice, and then some salt, like some hefty pinches of salt. Put that all in a plastic bag with my chicken thighs, give it a good rub, and then marinate it. And so if you're short on time, you can marinate it for a half hour or an hour, all the way up to a day, probably like the longer the better. But I've done it just for like a half hour, an hour before, and it still makes superb tasting chicken. So onto the grill, you're just gonna grill this at a high. I like to grill mine at a high heat. I have no idea if that's correct on how you should grill chicken, but that's what I do. I have my grill like cranked up all the way to the blast, and I just put it on there and just cook it until it's done. I don't really know how to tell you guys to grill meat because kind of just eyeball it. So if you have any question on how to grill meat, just probably Google it. That's probably your best bet. Don't ask me because I do everything instinctually. So yeah, just grill it evenly on each side, and then after a few minutes you flip it. The beautiful thing about chicken thighs too is that they don't take very long to cook. So yeah, I mean I can grill these suckers up in like 10 minutes and we're eating grilled chicken and it's delicious. So once your chicken's done, you can cut it up into little strips. And I love using this chicken throughout the week because you can use it for whatever. It's so versatile. You can do chicken tacos, a barbecue chicken, fathead pizza. And also for the marinade, I'll leave the link down below on where I got it from Cosette's Kitchen because you are definitely going to want to make it. So the first recipe I'm going to show you how to make is my keto green goddess dressing. And I just adapted this recipe from one of my favorite YouTubers. She's called Keep Up with Liv. She's a naturopathic doctor in training, and she's got some really great healthy recipes. Not all of them are keto, but you can definitely adapt them. But this is like an avocado based dressing, and I'm going to have the full recipe down below in the description box. But you take one avocado and then some basil, and then there's green onion that goes in there, garlic, lemon juice, and a little bit of water too. And you just blend that all together. And of course, avocado oil too to help thin it out. But oh my gosh, this is just delicious. I love the combination of the basil and the avocado. It tastes like a pesto. It's really, really good. And so there you have it. It's just nice and creamy and thick. And so for my chicken salads, I like to use arugula lettuce. You can use whatever you want. And then for crunch, I always add in some red cabbage and then a little bit of sliced tomato and then the grilled chicken. And then I love the combination of blueberries and basil. It's really good, especially with the garlic too. So just chop a little bit of blueberries on there with that green goddess dressing. So delicious. It's like such a surprising flavor combination. So up next is my chicken Verde enchiladas. So it's just using a green enchilada sauce. I also have a recipe for a red enchilada sauce in my channel. I will leave the link to that if you guys are interested in more of a red-based enchilada. But this is using chicken, so we're gonna chop up that grilled chicken into smaller pieces. And like I mentioned before, this is a meal that can be made ahead of time. So you could actually prepare it all and then pop it in the oven for dinner that night, or it can be made as a freezer meal too. So make 2 of them, pop one in the freezer, and have one for dinner that night. It's a great tip if you're trying to meal prep and you're a busy family. So in this recipe, I also grilled some red peppers. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but I just kind of like the flavor and the extra color in there too. You could actually add whatever you wanted in your enchiladas. If you want to do grilled onions or red or green bell peppers, spinach, whatever you want to add in there is fine too. But I just like the flavor of the red bell pepper, especially when it's roasted. It's delicious. So I'm just going to add all that into the chicken and then give it a good mix. And then for the enchilada sauce, I just use canned enchilada sauce. There's really not hardly any carbs in this sauce. And you're not going to be adding the full can. I think I ended up using maybe half of this can, or you can make your own enchilada sauce if you want. And so I'm just gonna pour, it's about like 1/4 of a cup worth in there. I just kind of eyeball it and then until it's like just kind of juicy consistency. And then we add in about 1/2 cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese to that. And then now to build our enchiladas, you just spoon a little bit of the enchilada sauce on the bottom. And then for our actual tortillas, I mentioned this before in my other enchilada video, but I like using the chicken deli slices as my tortilla. And so we just spoon a little bit of our enchilada mixture in there, roll it up, and that's that. And so you'll be surprised at how much this actually tastes like a real enchilada with that using the deli slice as the tortilla. It's shockingly good. I got the idea from Maria Emmerich, who's one of my idols when it comes to keto cooking. So you just do that with all of your deli slices, line them up like you would regular enchiladas. And then when you're done, then you spoon more of the enchilada topping or enchilada sauce on top and then sprinkle with more cheese. And then you're done. Then you can bake it in the oven at around 375. Everything's already cooked, so it doesn't take that long. You're just cooking it until the cheese melts on top. So it takes about 12 to 15 minutes or so. And there you go. I mean, look at how delicious that is. I bet you didn't think that you could have enchiladas on the keto diet, did you? Well, now you can. And make sure you check out my other video on if you want like a beef enchilada with the red sauce, because that's excellent as well too. I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Eat Keto With Me. If you are interested in my other video that I came out with last month, it's the ground beef edition. I will leave that link below so you can watch that as well too. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you are interested in more keto recipes.